Good morning, well actually afternoon. I get a huge pay raise. I'm now getting 82 cents a mile. We'll talk about that. And we drive from Cathedral into Olalla, Keremeos, Hedley. But first, a quick message from our sponsor. Sutco Transportation is now hiring Super B wood chip, Super B flat deck Class 1 drivers in BC's Lower Mainland, the Okanagan, and the Kootenays. To apply, go to sutco.ca, use promo code JuanFan, let them know I sent you, get an extra $100 on your first payday. Having said that, Sutco's not paying me to talk about my pay raise that they gave me. So, well, honestly, I'll tell you guys exactly what Sutco pays me, to be completely transparent. So the ad read, I only get paid if somebody uses the code JuanFan and actually gets hired. Only then do I get paid a small little bonus. If you guys use my name as a reference when you apply for the job, I would get anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 bonus, and that I'll split with you guys. So that's worth a lot more money than the JuanFan code, but use both and we both make extra money. I only get paid those bonuses if somebody gets hired using those codes and using me as a reference. So, other than that, Sutco pays me nothing for these ad reads or videos. So, having said that, yeah, $4.20 an hour raise if we're doing 60 miles per hour or 100 kilometers per hour. Can't complain about that. I mean, we often don't do that speed, but when you're out in the open road, that's a good raise. So yeah, we're 82 cents a mile up to 700 miles. So after 700 miles, you're usually in the prairies or out in the further south on the interstates and running a lot higher speeds. So up to the first 700 miles, we had 82 cents. Anything after the 700 miles, we're getting paid 63 cents a mile, which is, I think, a 3-cent raise from what it was. If we're running empty, we're now getting paid 54 cents a mile. That's a 2-cent raise. And then still all the other things there as well. $90 for every time we tarp. $28 every single extra pickup we have. So if we have multiple pickups, $28 for every extra pickup. And then $20 for every time we cross the border. Extra $30 for every oversized load. And then like little short runs. If you want to do short runs, like there's an opening right now to just drive on to transfers by Castlegar, just going from Klesnikov to Klesnikov, just doing quick little transfer. Then you would get paid $31 an hour for that. And a lot of that time you're sitting in the cab waiting to get loaded. That's a super easy run right there. That's a job that's open right now. It's a short day. You have the evening off. I mean short day, I mean like 9-10 hour day compared to our regular 16-hour days out here on the highway. And then any kind of live unloads, like if we are unloading the wide loads and it takes them 5 hours to unload, I'm getting paid $31 an hour to sit there. So yeah, overall, nice pay raise. I think that'll make a significant difference on my payday. All of this is always nice, but doesn't actually tell you how much you're going to get paid. Companies brag about how much they pay per mile and then don't give you the miles. So I like to say how much I get paid every 2 weeks. So my paydays every 2 weeks are, if it's a bad day where I had some days off, something went wrong, it'll be $2,600, give or take, minus deductions. But a really good week where I just had long distance, long mile runs, it'll be $3,600, $3,700, $800 per payday. That's a little more accurate of what you'll actually get paid. And running, most of our guys run Super B. Running Super Bs, you'll actually get more miles than a flatbed like me, just a quad deck. But I do a lot of wide loads, as you guys see. Most of the guys train on Super B wood chip trucks. The other thing, there's a lot of grant money out there. If you can't afford to pay for your Class 1 drivers, talk to Sutco, contact me, I'll get you contacts through Sutco. They know places you can get grants to get a lot of your driving school paid for, or most of your driving school paid for, even in some cases all of your driving school paid for. So you gotta go get some of those grants. Sutco knows all the right people to talk to get that in there. And that's all. Any money you do have to spend for school, save all those receipts because that's all tax deductible. So it's cheaper than ever to get into trucking, and trucking is starting to pay more than ever. It's quite the wet day over here. It's 2 p.m. It's plus 2 degrees, so it will be ice on top of the passes, some of the taller passes. Yes, truck repairs. Let's talk about the truck. I didn't drive at all last week. That's why you guys got those other videos. We did get the pickup a lot more set up for videos. Now when we go for a drive on a weekend, we'll make videos of that too, so there will be more of the pickup videos coming in the future. And we can show more of the back roads, like we went up Apex Mountain and made a bonus video of Apex Mountain. If you want to see a short version of that, check out my other channel called Juan's View. I just barely started that channel. Got like 16 subscribers. I made a short version of Apex that's like 13 and a half minutes long. Check that out. But if you were a member down below, you got that full, I think it was a 45-minute, 40-minute full-length video of driving up to Apex. That was kind of fun. So when we jump in the pickup and do drives, we'll show you guys more of the back roads, more of the small highways. As beautiful as these big open highways are, the small little back highways are even more interesting, a lot more fun. But yeah, so they said they weren't going to look at my truck till Wednesday. They started looking at it on Tuesday. Said they were diagnosing it. They found that one cable wasn't plugged in at all. The whole cable mount or whatever that clicks in to the starter had slowly worked its way out. I guess at factory they never clicked it in. They just plugged it in and it wasn't actually clicked in. It slowly worked its way out the last year and a half. But then there was other issues. They could not find where the wire was broken for my signal lights. Can't legally go down the road with no signal lights. And while that was in there, they found a small leak on the steering column, steering wheel pump. The steering pump had a small leak, so they fixed that as well. And everything seems fine now, although I did have to boost the truck today to get going. I am not going to shut down the truck tonight. I'll probably shut it down tomorrow depending on where we are stopping. If we're close to where I know Sutco has managers around, I might shut her down tomorrow. And if the weather's warm enough. I want to test that out when the weather's better. Make sure the truck can handle bunk heat all night and then still start up in the morning. But yeah, so they got it fixed on Thursday night. And then by that time, it wasn't worth going out to make the delivery on Friday. So, took the extra day off, drove to Kelowna, spent way too much money. On a week that we made no money, we decided to spend money. Here's Yellow Lake. It does feel good to be back on the road. Let's see if anyone's ice fishing here during the rain. One car parked over there. Usually more people are parked here, so I wonder if the ice is too... I see footprints on the lake though. Very narrow little lake. The rain is probably keeping people from sitting out there fishing. Plus 1.5 here. Yeah, I don't see anyone ice fishing. It's highly unusual. It might be too warm. What a beautiful day up here though. Still very overcast. Just said we might get some sun on Thursday, but it's supposed to go right back to cloudy, so I'm not expecting to get much for sun this week. Going down. The road's fairly bumpy here. I did see the comment about the 3 forward-facing cameras are boring for some of you. But as long as the roads are wet, I can't put the cameras outside because there's no point. They'll just be full of muck right away. So as soon as we have dry roads, we'll have 2 of the cameras outside again. I don't know when that will happen. Alright, down to the bottom of the valley, approaching Olalla. Yeah, the snow has definitely been melting fast. Nice warm weather. Cows enjoying their silage that have been spread out in the field. Nom 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 nom. it was melting enough that the cows were actually grazing the grass on the field. Welcome to Olalla. Ooh la la. Used to live here for a little while, a year or two, I can't remember how long. Olalla was built due to a fake gold rush. Somebody planted some fake gold in a mine and sold the property like crazy and made a good gold rush here. People moved in and started mining and found there was no gold here. So there's all these little mines around where people were digging hoping to find gold, but why wouldn't there be gold here? Because just down the road in Hedley there was lots of gold. With a cute little bear peeking over the ridge. I guess that'd be a huge bear. It's a good billboard, gets your attention. And it's just a bear. Where's the rest of the advertising? Just a bear looking over the ridge. Until you come to the next intersection and see a fruit stand. It's called the Bears. Bears fruit stand. I guess it's called Bear's Farm. That's what the big billboard says way in the background. You guys probably can't read it. We're going to take the bypass around Keremeos. Saves about 2 minutes. Got brake light, no signal light. Jumpy Jack's place right here on the right. Mariposa Orchards, big fruit stand up on the left. There's a lot of fruit stands along in Keremeos. If you take the main road through, lots of fruit stands. Of course, in the middle of winter, it's all closed. As far as middle of the winter goes, this is pretty nice for middle of the winter. The black ice at night, not so nice, but water standing there. Make sure we don't hydroplane. I mean, we're heavy loads, so we're unlikely to hydroplane. Yeah, our load's gonna get delivered like a week late. What do you do when your truck breaks down, and what do you do? I've not figured out where I'm going to sleep tonight yet, but side-by-cart. It looks like a World War II era motorcyclist sidecar. I suspect I know who that is. They live in Olalla. I think the speed limit reduces here. I haven't been on the road for a whole week. I forget how to drive. Days are starting to get longer again, which is nice. Highway 3 is a fun highway to drive. Not a very forgiving highway though. Gotta take her easy on the highway. What's going on here? We got a car stopped here and another car stopped over there. Seems like bad spots to stop, but Cathedral Mountain is, if you have to cross the Red Bridge, leaving Keremeos, drive along the other side of the river in the valley that splits up to the left over here. Drive down that valley and come up to the Cathedral Mountains. Next town is Hedley, where the real gold rush happened. Hey, the roads are getting a little bit on the dry side here. If the rain would stop for a bit, maybe, cross our fingers. Might be able to do a roof cam one of these days. Although I'm not sure where the waterproof door went to the Osmo 3. I know it popped off. I figure I'll put it in a safe place, so that next time when we need it, I can use it. But where that safe place was, I don't know. Might have been in my backpack. That might be one of the safe places. decent time here. Question is, where do I sleep? Either I sleep in Langley or I sleep at the Nordell scale. I'm delivering in Surrey, so Nordell scale would be backtracking in the morning. And Langley wouldn't be that far away. Maybe I'll pull into Langley and see how that is. If that looks promising, I'll just stay there. That might be the way to go. I'll probably top off in fuel in Chilliwack. That way, tomorrow morning I can just unload and get reloaded and head back to the Kootenays. I'm assuming whatever load I get will be from Greater Vancouver to the Kootenays, but find out. Well, we'll drive into Hedley here and then we'll call it a day. I think we're almost to Hedley. we go. Here's Karen. No. Words have failed me. Here is Hedley. Is that better? Is that better? Don't worry about the cars coming over the double solid line. No need to be concerned of those. And Mascot Mines up here. I would like to do a tour. They're expensive to do the tour, but I think I would like to do the tour one of these days. Some museums here. Definitely an old town with a lot of history to it. Beautiful little place. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate all the support you guys show me. I was going to say we are out of here, but obviously no Jess this week. If all goes to plan, she'll be back next week again. But I am indeed out of here. You guys absolutely rock. That feels weird. I'm like, normally something comes after that. Oh yeah, Jess says adios.